All right, guys, welcome back. Davis Auto Sales here in Richmond, Virginia. Davis Drives on YouTube. Brought you some videos on this truck in the past and a lot of other 6-doors because we love our 6-door trucks. But this one right here, we just finally had a chance to actually detail it. We're getting ready to take it for a quick drive, which we'll video that for you guys. And a couple of little nuisance items I wanted taken care of that just were bugging me. One, I wanted to get the bumpers painted. They were still raw, like they came out the box, which is fine. But I wanted to get some paint on those, so we had those painted. It's got rough country bumpers on it. Also, I did not like the projection beam headlights it had. They were aftermarket, they were smoked, and they were very dingy and dark. Fresh headlights in the truck like it's supposed to have. Haven't tried the LED light up front, but I do know the fog lights work. 37s on 22s, 6 inches of lift, 6-door custom conversion F350 Lariat. Pretty cool truck as far as 6 doors go. Not really pretty cool, really cool truck actually. When you look at the inside, they did a very good job on the leather. It's a full blacked out Lariat interior. And they did it with 2 bench style back seats. So this truck gives you legal seating for 8 people with seat belts. Other than a big SUV, which is not going to be diesel and not going to be 3/4 ton, this is really your only option for being able to carry the whole family. And most of the time, these trucks are really boogered up. And when I mean that, I just kind of a term I use, they're butchered up. People have just chopped at them, added all kinds of crazy stuff. This one is not that way. If you look at the door seals where they've cut it, the seam sealer's done good and clean. You look at the truck, and we've had a lot of comments, which is what reminded me we need to do this video about the wrap. The reason we did the wrap, the truck had white, large fender flares. Well, one of them was discolored, and it had a small crack in it. I think it was this side right here. So I removed the flares, and it had some rub marks. If you've ever taken off fender flares, wherever they touch the truck, they have little marks. So it had enough mark that it was kind of an objection. It would not buff off. So I had my stripe guy just finishing up a wrap on a truck with some carbon fiber. I said, that look would be good on this truck. If somebody had a business and they wanted to put their logo on here, it would be nice. If you don't like the wrap, peel it off. But I'll tell you what you're going to find. Around the fender wells, and around the fender wells only, it has a scuff line. About, ½ inch thick, and it's a scuff all the way around where the fender flare had been rubbing. You'll also notice it had some rock nicks and stuff through here, typical of a lifted truck. Aside from that, it had no objections. In some of the pictures, if you looked at it before, it didn't have this piece on the tailgate. He ran out, so I did have him do the tailgate, little strip across the back, kind of like a Platinum would have. It does have the trifold bed cover on the top. It does have the tailgate step. Again, we had the rear bumper refinished also. And we got to plug this in. One of the sensors did not get replaced on the far end right there because it wasn't working right. The clip was broke. So I've got that ordered from Ford. We need to stick that on. But aside from that, really cool 6-door truck, F350. Still haul your family, still tow your boat. That's a regular style Ford hitch on the back. And let's jump in and take it for a spin. So it does have Husky floor mats in it, 112,000 miles, 2013, 6.7 Power Stroke Turbo Diesel. It does have an aftermarket Sony stereo, and it does have this, I think this is a recording, says capturing your safety when it turns on. It's a forward and a rear facing camera. It has the date, time, and I believe it even has a GPS built into it. Actually, I know it does. And it starts recording every time you jump in it. So I don't know if that's something you have to subscribe to. They did a good job installing. It's a lot of wires, but might be worth looking into. Whoever buys it, you might want to subscribe and get that set up. But the truck's been through the off-road shop. We've retorqued the suspension. We've tightened everything up to make sure it's good. And we did also verify we do have a set of power steps in stock. So if somebody wants to take off the infab style step and do a hideaway power step, we do have those. Stereo works like it's supposed to. Again, it's aftermarket. I'm sure it's got GPS and other things built into it. On the Super Duty, if you're not familiar, it does have a power inverter, so you can plug in your hair dryer or whatever you need. Up here you've got also some aux cords and other things to plug things up, and a little storage. traction control, 4-wheel drive, locking rear differential. Somebody's also added one of your little phone hanger things. You can put your phone right there. Factory trailer brake control, and one of the nicest things that Ford came out with years and years ago was their auxiliary switches. So if you want to pre-wire stuff, and I believe the fog lights or the LED strip lights are built onto these. They're already under the hood, they're already on a relay. Just click the button, boom, 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 turn them on, turn them off. All the hard work's done. Does have a sunroof. Need to wash this, got some bird crap up there. But pretty cool truck. Tow and mirrors, tow package as I said before, consoles, not broken, not rattling, and it's got an all-terrain tire, so it doesn't have a lot of shake on the road. We're going to jump on the highway here, but the video doesn't need to get that long. But I have driven this truck several times up and down the highway, 65, 70, 75 miles an hour, no problem. You don't have any crazy vibrations. That's one other thing with a 6-door conversion. You are altering not only the cab, but the length of the truck. So drive shaft vibrations, misalignment of things, all that can happen. None of those are problems on this particular truck. So before we get on the highway, I'm going to throw my seatbelt on before somebody flags us here on YouTube for that. Gas gauge work, temperature gauge work, boost gauge works. Truck runs really good, and it has been freshly serviced and inspected. So you're good to go. You got your Bluetooth antenna here. Really good, solid truck, guys. We love our 6 doors. Can't get enough of them. Actually, we have 8-door, we have 10-door. The more doors, the better with us. We love them. But if you look in the back, Trista already got some good pictures and through the video. But fold-up console here gives you extra passenger, or if you want to throw your drinks in there, you can. And then you got the bench in the back. So seating for 8. Throw the family in it. Go wherever you need to go and enjoy yourself. One really nice truck. Check it out on the website for some detailed pictures, davisautosales.com or davis4x4.com. Thanks again for watching on this hot June day here in Richmond, Virginia.